this is Stormouse03, continuing my Mass Effect 3 Insanity walkthrough. And so this is the final part, the final fight, the boss fight, if you will, on Earth. And so this is what it's all come down to here. You are trying to take out a Reaper, a large Reaper. They call it something special, destroyer or something like that. That's in front of the Citadel beam and it's blocking your path. So you are trying to take it out, and there are some missiles that you're going to try to launch. But before you can do that, you have to secure the vehicle. And yeah, shit gets real here. This is really probably the toughest part of the game, aside from Kyling. And actually, there's a part here at the very end that's probably even more challenging, although for different reasons. But yeah, this part is hard. So you want to try to stay back as much as possible. Stay around here behind the vehicle in this area. And so once you take out those guys, there's a few things you can pick up in here. That gets there's a missile launcher that I pick up, and I actually don't get to use because I I put it down after this because it's just some standard guys, and I didn't want to use it right then. And I got a disk unreadable error, and when I loaded it back up, the missile launcher had disappeared. So tip, if you don't want to use it right now, don't pick it up. Don't pick it up yet, because if you die or have to reload for whatever reason, you'll lose it. So they call in some enemies, some reinforcements here, and here's the point where I dropped it, and it is still there. So if you drop it, you can pick it back up, just not if you reload. So just to be safe, if you don't want to use it right then, don't pick it up. These are just pretty standard guys, marauders, cannibals, but there are a lot of them, and you just want to be careful. Stay in cover. Standard stuff. So yeah, I called this the the boss fight. It's more of some boss waves here, because you aren't really fighting a boss. It's just the same stuff you've been fighting the whole game. And the way that this level is laid out, I am not a big fan because you've got all this stuff. It's dark, and you have all this stuff just in your way. It's in my way anyway. And I'm trying to maneuver through it. I'm trying to get to some good cover here. And I do like this little building over here to the right, although I get in kind of a bit of trouble right now because I'm trying to get in some place where they aren't going to be able to shoot me. And they do a really good job of flanking me, and I do a really good job of failing to get into the cover that I want to get into. So yes, they are just, the level of precision with those grenades is sometimes pretty crazy. But yeah, I got out of that spot. I had sort of lured everything over there to the right, and so now I can clean them up. And it sounds like I actually planned that, which I didn't. I didn't plan to lure everything over there. I went over there and then had to move, and it worked out pretty well. So sometimes things work out. Sometimes things don't work out, but we move on. So yeah, this is the final boss fight. And it's just waves of enemies, and it will be... wow. more and more and tougher enemies here as you go through the waves, but the checkpoints are really good here. They give you a checkpoint every time you deal with a wave of guys, which is really nice. It makes this part could have been so much more frustrating than it was, because, you know, I almost died a few times just now, and you know, having to start over from the very beginning of when you came into this area would have just been not fun. So there it was a cut, because that was the spot where I got that disk unreadable error. And you'll notice that right there in front of me right now is where I left the missile launcher, and it is not there anymore, and I was kind of pissed because I could have really used it in this section right here, because there will be some banshees, and banshees, as I have said before, are just the devil. They just are. And there's a section at the very end of this where there are some more banshees, and it's even worse. Even worse than it is right now. So there's just this one whore who is trying to make life difficult for me right now, and I said, I am not going to mess with you. I'm not going to even get close to you, so I'm going to move all the way over to this right-hand side and try to take her out from a distance, but I lost her. I don't know where she went at this point. I'm like, oh shit, where did she go? She's probably going to pop up right behind me, but there she is. There she is in that building over there. And we will proceed to try to take her out. But she's doing a lot of the throwing of the, I don't know, crazy electricity biotics right now. And actually that might be another one. There may be two here. I guess we'll see. Yep, there's two. So when they get too far away from you, they will throw that lightning, electricity-looking biotic stuff at you, and it hurts, so move away. And yeah, at this point, I was thinking, oh god, there's another one. I have to get away from her, but then I'm going to begin to get flanked by the rest of the enemies that are here. And I'm thinking, I don't want to die here, because I've already taken out the one banshee. I don't want to start over again from that section, so I'm going to try to do the best I can to survive. And I'm really trying to take her out, but the cover is in the way. And once again, I just don't like this section, mostly because of the cover. It gets in your way. I feel like I can't move. When I try to run through things, I get, stuck going into cover when I don't want to. So now these guys have flanked me. I've got to get rid of them because they are killing me. Got to heal a little bit right here. And I've got to just risk taking them out and hope that she's distracted enough that I can get rid of them before she comes back to focus on me. So I do that. James is down, which is unusual, but she might have caught him in one of those unblockable grabs that they like to do. So now she's coming up on me. I'm thinking, oh god, now I'm here in this little building, and right there I thought she had grabbed me. And I'm pushing B because I don't know if B will get you out of that grab. I don't know, but I was pushing B there. I thought I was dead. But I got lucky, I guess. Either I did the right thing, or I got really lucky, but she did not end up grabbing me there, and I just sort of punched her and got away. But right now I'm thinking, I don't know how I'm still alive. There's still so many things shooting me from all angles. She's right there. She's almost dead. Just die. And so now I breathe a sigh of relief, and I should not have breathed that sigh of relief because I did not notice there was that grenade there. And if I had died right then, I think I would have cried. Because both of the Banshees are dead, and now it's just these standard guys left. So, yeah, don't lose focus. Don't get overconfident when you take out the big ones, because anything can kill you on Insanity if you let it. So now I'm gonna finish taking out the rest of these dudes and wait for the next section here to come up. And I believe the next part we're going to try to trigger the weapon and fire the cannons, and they don't really work like we want them to. And we're gonna have some more of the heavy enemies. We're gonna have some brutes, which I much prefer to the Banshees that will come right after them. So here we go. I'm just running now, trying to grab some ammo because I'm running very, very low. Pick up some ammo over here. They have a nice little stockpile there in that left-hand building. And get back to the gun. Get back to the vehicle. And yep, we are going to try to fire the rockets. The missiles, excuse me. And I guess the story here is that the Citadel beam does something to disrupt the missiles so that they don't hit the Reaper. And so you have to try to wait and let the Reaper get closer to you before you can actually hit it with those missiles. So right now, you're just going to want to try to survive through these next few waves of enemies in order to wait for the Reaper to get close enough to you to be able to destroy it. And I will continue this in the next video. So thanks for watching, and I will see you then.